Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach, and today we're going to be looking at Game Week 37. That is correct. With just 2 game weeks left, okay, for the end of the season. Um, it is a deadline day video. We have a Friday at 6:30 deadline, so please make sure you get your team sorted out. And if you've still got any of your bench boosts, triple captains, wildcards for you, try and you use them up. That's what they're there for. Okay, try and make the best team you possibly can do. Um, so otherwise they've gone. You can't use them. So just be aware of that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to show you my team for game week 37. Reasons why I've picked them. There's been a few little changes. The formation's changed a little bit as well. Um, I have taken the 4 point hit because I've got rid of 2 players and brought in 2 new ones. Um, And you can understand why I've done it. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for game week 36, team reveal. So, my goalkeepers and my defenders, as you can see, do have a new defender, James Karchowski. Trzaskowski. Do apologise if I pronounced that wrong. So he's come in. It is a home game against Sunderland. So I thought we'll see there. And also, even away against Spurs could be a good option as well. So I think for James Tarkowski at the moment, been doing well. He got 15 points against Palace. Didn't play against City, got 3. So hopefully he can bring that formation into the Sunderland game and then into the Spurs game at the end of the season. Pickford is still my goalkeeper. Um, Same for Tarkowski. Should do well against Sunderland. Though Sunderland will take a few shots. So I'm hoping that Pickford will get some saves points as well. So that's one of the reasons why I've gone for him. Gabriel is against Burnley, so I'm hoping for that clean sheet one. O'Reilly's one of the ones that I'm having a bit of doubt about. Do I go for him or do I not? He didn't play against Palace. I'm going to suggest that he's playing against Bournemouth, and they didn't want to. They wanted to rotate players around. If not, I do have a player in my backup place for defenders. So we'll talk about that when we get to our subs. Then we go with Turkey. Again, not didn't do that many points in the last 2 games. Only got 5 in the game week 36, which is a bit of a shame. It is away at Bournemouth, so it can be a bit of a tricky one. For me as an Arsenal fan, I would love Bournemouth to get a point or even get the win. So that could be very interesting indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We will talk about the fixtures after we've done the team reveal. Simeo, can't go wrong with Simeo. He's in the dream team at the moment. So he's doing really well. And I think I'll probably keep him in for the Bournemouth and the Villa game. The Villa game, Villa do play their Europa League game beforehand. So if they win, they could be celebrating. And yeah, they'll be concentrating a lot on that celebration. So we'll have to see on that one. Bruno Fernandes against Forest, I think is a home game. I think if it was a away game at Forest, maybe as such. I know Forest is down in the bottom of the league, but still, I believe that he'll do well against Forest. Against Brighton away last game season, maybe a bit of a tricky one, but we'll see. Declan Rice, well, it's Burnley. Burnley relegated. Okay, it's our last home game of the season. For Arsenal, hopefully we can get out and score 3 or 4 goals. That'd be very lovely. I was thinking about trying to switch him out for Saka, but I thought just keep Rice in there. He'll get some defensive contributions and passing. So we'll see on that. Now we go to our forwards. Now, I've decided to keep Bowen on. It's away at Newcastle, but I think Bowen's got that passion that he wants to go out hard. He wants to do well, and hopefully he can push himself against Newcastle. He's going to be defending as well. He's going to be the heart of their positioning. He should have been on in their midfield roster, but hey. Gyökeres, he's my captain for this game week. I'm just hoping that he does what he did against Fulham, scores a few goals, gets assists, and hopefully Arsenal can win 3 or 4-0. And then going into Palace, well, Palace away, it's always been a tricky one for Arsenal, but Palace do play their Europa Conference League final 3 days later. Their mindset is, I want to focus on that. So there we go. Calvert-Lewin against Brighton. Can't go wrong with Calvert-Lewin at the moment. He's picked up well. Hopefully he can carry that form on to the Brighton game. And then we've got Gallagher in goal. We've got Virgil van Dijk. That is just purely just in case of someone like Cherky or O'Reilly don't play. So that's a backup there. Stars in there. I weren't too sure. Do I put him in? I'll probably keep him off now. And I weren't too sure whether he's been doing well, and I've not put him in, and I've lost loads of points. But I've gone, no, let's just scrap it. We'll keep it as it was. And here are your fixtures, ladies and gentlemen. We do start off with our Friday night. Villa versus Liverpool, 8 o'clock kickoff. Then we go into Sunday fixtures due to the FA Cup final being on the Saturday. The fixtures have been moved to mostly Sunday. The Villa game was supposed to be on the Sunday, but the FA have moved it to the Friday to allow Villa to play their Europa League final. So there we go. There we go. Sunday, we've got 12:30 kickoff, which is Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. We then have 4 3 o'clock kickoffs. We have Brentford versus Palace, Everton versus Sunderland, Leeds versus Brighton, Wolves versus Fulham. Then to round off their Sunday at 5:30, we have Newcastle versus West Ham. Monday night fixture is the mighty Arsenal versus Burnley. And then Tuesday night, hopefully Bournemouth could get a result against Man City. And then to round it off, we have Chelsea versus Spurs on that Tuesday. And that is game week 37 done. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we go for the team reveal. Now, as you can see, Gyökeres was one of the players up there. Doku was one of my options for Cherky. I will probably do it for the next round, actually, just to finish it off. But yeah, I think Gyökeres or Saka are those players that are going to do. Saka's going to run a lot. I'm going to push itself. So we'll see how it goes there. Dewsbury Hall, lovely player. Just wish he could have had consistency a little bit more. As you can see, he's been very good the last few game weeks. Didn't do well against City, but hey, not many people have. So yeah. Guimaraes again, and that's because it's against Fulham. It is at home. And I think for him, the last 2 game weeks been good, but before that, not so. So I kind of do like some of these. I don't know about Trossard. Trossard is not going to get his minutes. I don't think he's going to get 4 minutes this week. I think it'd be hit and miss. We'll see how also the lineup goes. I do see that a lot of especially Arsenal players, have done well. The one thing I do like a Trossard is that it's 1.5%. Simple. You get you're gonna gain a lot on people who got Trossard. Um, but do I think he could do that? I think he'll shoot a lot. I also do think that he will pressure. He may get an assist, but I think those assists are more likely to go to Gyökeres and Saka, to be honest. Um, and if you do look at the top points, and we go to Arsenal, Gabriel's up there, Rice, Raya, Timbers was, but he's out injured. Then you go Saka. So there's some to look out for, ladies and gentlemen. But if you have a look at all players, there's only 3 players that are over 200 points at this present moment. But there's only 1 player in that top listing, as you can see on that screen, has got under 15% of players, of people that have picked him, and that's Bowen. Bowen with 173 points has done really well. Just missing out on the dream team. Gibbs White, but that facial injury could put him out. Wilson's been up there as well. Casemiro, Anderson, that's probably a good one as well. So for me, if you had some of these players thinking about where you are at the start of the season, if you kept a lot of them in your team, that would have been very, very impressive. We will do a video after the end of the season about what could you have done if you just kept the same team. That's what we're going to look at after the end of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Little hint there for end of season video. Now, if you do look at the dream team, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, let me just. Come on, take me to the dream team. Doesn't want to do it now. No, wrong one. There we go. There's the dream team, the end of season. Now, if you look at it, it does go by the actual rules of the FPL. You've got 3 Arsenal players, you've got 3 City players. So that's quite nice. You could have had Pedro. If you did just went with that team, I think you could probably just fit that team all in. 2,045 points. So where would that actually put you on the leaderboard? At top. It been top. Oh, that's team of the week. I want team of the week. We want the season dream team. Yeah, near enough to take you to the top. Plus, you will have had your triple captain up there as well. So if you did that the whole way through, well, you'd be laughing right now. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you kept that, and it'd be tight on value, very tight on value. But yeah, we'll definitely look at it for that end of. But for me, I do think that these players for this game week could be very interesting to look out for. But ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to go back and have one look at one of my other videos, it'll be up here. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, good luck for game week 37. And I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye from now.